This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. In this video, we're going to take a look at diminished chords and specifically how to play A diminished, E diminished, and D diminished in first position on the guitar. Then, of course, we'll jam together on a chord progression so we can put these in context right along with bass and drums accompaniment, which is super helpful and is more fun. This video accompanies lesson 26 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're going to start off on pages 176 and 177. So the bottom of page 176 and then over to page 177 as I go over diminished chords and we look at these shapes. And then we'll be on page 178 when we're playing song number 4 to practice using these chords. Okay, so what are diminished chords? We've learned recently about augmented chords. With diminished chords, we have a root, a flatted third, and then a flatted fifth. So, pretty cool there. It's like taking our minor chord and adding, or changing the natural 5 into a flatted 5. And I'm demonstrating this in the key of C as is shown there on the top of the page on page 177. So we have that root, then we have a flatted third, and then a flatted fifth, and we get a diminished chord. Now, a lot of times when we play diminished chords, we actually play diminished seventh chords. And there'll be another video, more than one actually, that comes out in the near future where I go over diminished seventh chords, because that goes with lesson 27 in the Chords and Harmony book. But we're going to take a look at ones that don't have the seventh added to them right now. So just the triad, just the diminished triad. The chord symbol for this one has a little circle right next to the root. That tells us that it's diminished. Or you can also see like DIM period. You could see in parentheses a flat 5 next to something telling you it's a minor chord, like C minor, and then in parentheses flat the 5 or something like that. But most of the time we just see the little circle there. That's the easiest. You'll see some other examples there on page 177 besides the ones I have up here on the board. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these shapes, starting with the A diminished chord. So with this one, index and middle in that first fret, and then ring finger in that second fret. We're on that fourth string, that second string, and then that third string. We don't play the top string, and we do play the open fifth string, and we get A diminished, just like that. Now you might just want to practice going back and forth between A and A diminished, or you could go back and forth between A minor and A diminished, which is a little bit more natural because it already has that flatted third to it. We got an A diminished just like that. Let's take a look at the E diminished. Actually, let's take a look at the D diminished first, because the E diminished shape overlaps with the D diminished shape. It'll be a little easier. So we have the open fourth string, index finger at the first fret, middle finger at the first fret on those strings 3 and 1 there, and then pinky comes up to the third fret. I sometimes will also play this one just by barring across at the first fret, because I think that sometimes is easier, and you could even use your ring finger if you wanted to. But if you play it as written, you've got that D diminished just like that. So you could also go ahead and bar and use your pinky or your ring finger. That's another great way to finger it. You can practice going back and forth between D minor and that D diminished. Hear the difference by adding that flatted 5 to the chord. So there is the D diminished one. Now let's take a look at E diminished. You'll notice that those top 3 strings have the same shape that's happening here. We got to come down and catch an E, and of course we've moved that to a different position on the guitar. So these notes with middle, ring, and pinky are at that third fret, and then the fifth fret, index grabs that E note that's at the second fret of the fourth string. And we get E diminished, just like that. You can go and find E minor and then come and grab that E diminished. That's one way to just practice finding it, but in doing that, it is bringing all 6 strings to just the 4 strings, so you could just practice with the top 4 string E minor and then that. But we've got E diminished there. So let's go ahead and jam together on this chord progression. So we're going to play number 4 on page 178. I'm just going to go ahead and use just a basic down, down, up, down, up, down, up strumming pattern. We'll keep it simple as we're learning these chords. If you just need to strum and let the chords ring as you work on fingering them, that's okay too. We're going to do this at 2 different tempos. First that slower tempo and then the faster tempo like we usually do. It's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and play this. Okay, awesome! I love these diminished sounds, right? In the next video, we're going to take a look at movable shapes. So just like we've got the bar chords for our major, minor, and dominant seventh chords, we've got movable shapes that we can use along the fretboard for the diminished chords as well. So we'll look at those in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you again.
Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.